Start to hoop. Yeah, bring it up.
3, 2, 1, action.
So today is going to be wash day, which is much needed. After 800 or so miles through all the back roads of Wyoming, North Dakota, all that kind of stuff, I mean, the car is trashed. Plus sitting on a boat for 2-3 months, the car is absolutely disgusting. But it is very cool to actually see this car, like, you know, chilling here at the house in North Dakota. That is quite exciting. But yeah, today we'll go through, get this thing looking spotless, because good lord, this thing is tore up on just every single panel. So dirty, so dirty. I love having a black car when it's clean, it's so nice, but every speck of dust and dirt shows up immediately, and I kind of hate it. Like, I love having a black car, but kind of wish it wasn't black, because when I have my Reflex Silver Boro wagon, that thing could be filthy and you couldn't see it near as much, but this car just always looks dirty. That's okay, we'll make her shine today. And then over here, look at this beauty. Go ahead, you see how it rolls. Oh, look at that. That's just impressive. You know, after 3 years of cobblestone, having concrete is just, wow. Let me get it roll fast. That's it. Wow, this is good stuff right here. Wow, this is amazing. I love that. So, new jack plus concrete floor, just, you know, some good stuff. You know, it's kind of convenient. There's a big gap in your lip because perfect for the jack. That's kind of funny.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your back, I disappear. But if you don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm done. I'm out of it, I'm out of it. And no man to tell me you're no good. I'm brushing the weight of you, the weight of you, of my shoulder. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away for you, the weight for you, the weight for you. Don't need a no tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away, do you, the weight of you, of my shoulder. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away for you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man.
So, the wagon is much cleaner, but don't let how it looks in the shade fool you, because for being dirty for so long, there's a whole bunch of like hard water stains. You can see all of that. So pretty much the entire car, like the hood, a bunch of spots on the roof are just like how that looks. So I need a clay bar. Honestly, this car needs a full detailed paint correction, all that kind of stuff, but that'll come in due time. At least for the moment, it's not like tan anymore. And from afar, She's looking pretty good. So after going through and washing the entire car and kind of going over the entire thing, I don't see any new damage, at least from the shipping company, which is very good. What we do have though from the drive, the very, very long drive, I've got 1, 2, 3, actually 4 rock chips now, which I say actually more than that, look at that. 5, 6, those are smaller ones, but a bunch of rock chips and a couple on the hood. There's one like right there, from focus, right there. But other than that, pretty good shape. So for shipping across the world and driving 800 miles, really not bad. A couple rock chips and a scratch on the hood. But you know, I'll take it. That's all it is. I'll take it. You know, because I could be looking like this. Big old hole on my lip, you know? You know?
You literally did that.
Yeah, I know it's my fault, but still. But speaking of the good old GTI, she's getting lowered back down today. Now, obviously the back corner is jacked up right now, but she already lowered the front two, this one, and she's working on the last one as we speak. How good over here?
Good. Just gonna be a while.
Yeah, a lot of spinning to do, but the car's gonna look good, no more monster truck. Then once the fender roller shows up, I think tomorrow, we can actually go through and roll all the fenders on this car and go even lower. We had it like sitting almost where it's at right now, but right there is too low and you can't even get your hand inside here because it's like sitting on the flare almost. So once you go through, trim the flares, roll the fenders, then we set the car down even further. And then once the GTI is fully lowered, everything's adjusted, we're gonna move over to this car and we're lowering the wagon today as well because this whole monster truck lifestyle, can't do it. Now thankfully this car is already on KWV1, so all we need to do, jack up the car, spin them down, and that's it. GTI is officially back on the ground. Not looking too bad. We have to see though, again, the fenders have not been rolled, the flares have been trimmed. There's room for my hand. The front should be okay, but the rear, if you guys know, that big flat lip is back of Mark 3. Ooh, okay, this is close. That's really close. So, you guys gotta real careful right now. This is like, you're gonna have a lot of going on. So right now, no weight in the back of the GTI at all. I said the fender will be here tomorrow, and we can go through, trim the flare, and roll the fender up. That way we can just have plenty of clearance. But for now, you might have to raise that back a little bit. Because the front's fine, there's plenty of room in here, but the rear, it might be a lot of burnt rubber smell going on back over there.
A lot of what?
Burnt rubber smell.
Oh yeah.
But it does look really good. And then over here I've gone through, cleaned the entire inside of the wagon, and she's looking brand new again. So Casey hopped in the car to move it, and with just her in the car, look at this, nothing. It's flat to the tire. And then this side, nope. That's not it, Chief. That's not gonna work. Raise her up. The front's fine though, I think. The front's okay, you'll be fine here. But yeah, the rear, that's not gonna fly. Wait, ready to go? Oh, I see him. He's running. Just a deer mill today. He was chilling right here for a second. I wonder where the rest of his like friends are. Normally there's more than one. I'm in pursuit of the deer. He's right there. You probably can't tell the camera up right there. You can see him moving right there. Take two, bring her down. See where we're at this time. Hopefully drivable. Drop your breaker vest. Then we can see where we're at. Got much more room, but let's see what we got here. Alright, so plenty of room over here. And plenty of room on this side. I do think it's higher than the front, but at this point it's not drivable. We went from sitting literally on the tire to now about, I would say about an inch or so space. So up to you whether you want to match the front. Actually, let me get a full view here. Let me see.
Well, it was matching. It was too low when it was matching the front.
Yeah. So I'd say just bring the front up a little bit. And then you're all set. So while she continues to mess with the fitment on the GTI, I went ahead and cleaned up the engine bay of the VR6, looking much better now. And after 800 miles, actually since we did the last service on the car, back when we pulled the engine into the clutch, all that kind of stuff, hasn't burned a drop of oil, and our coolant level is exactly where it should be. So, I mean, this thing really is like the ultimate daily. It's a wagon, it's got the VR6, the sound, the space. I mean, this thing runs so well. Now, it doesn't get the best fuel mileage around town, but highway cruising, this thing does amazing. Not looking too bad. So the GTI is looking much, much better at the new ride height, no longer a monster truck. The car can still go a lot lower, but until we do the fender work, there's no sense tearing anything up. So for right now, the ride height is good. So now with the GTI done out of the way, it is time for the wagon to go from 4x4 back to nice and low. So I was gonna work in the garage, but it's such a nice day out right now, and we only have so much summertime left. I'm taking full advantage of this, and we have this lovely concrete patio. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate just having smooth concrete. Like this is amazing. All right, let me give you guys one last look at the current height of the wagon. I wanna say the front is like 25.5 inches or so from the fender down to the ground. And you can see the gap on the rear. So one last look there, one last look there. We'll show you it all lower down. So with just a little bit of light to spare, the wagon is once again nice and low. Bam and bam. Now the rear looks a tad bit higher because there's a space in the rear that's pushed out further and the front wheel is more sunk in, but it is nice and even and looks so much better. Now the car can still go much lower once the Porsche wheels with the smaller tires go back on. I have about 20 mil in the front and about 25-30 mil in the rear that can still come down, but that'll be for later on. And again, driving around here, there's like a lot of big like dips and inclines and speed bumps, so I don't want the car to be too low to the point where I'm like smashing my front lip or I can't go places, or if like an animal runs out, I don't want the whole front of the car to be destroyed. But once the Porsche wheels come, we'll probably adjust the height just a little bit more, but ultimately I want to take this car off coilovers and put it on bags. That when I park the car, I can put it flat to the ground, have perfect fitment, and when I drive the car, I can raise it up, be nice and safe, get into lifts, over stuff, in and out of places. That's the ultimate goal, because this will still be the daily car, but I don't know how often anymore I'm gonna be going through and filling the whole car with parts. Probably not near as much as before, so now I have room for a tank in the back of the car. So the goal is to winter project probably this year to bag this car, get it nice and low on the Porsche wheels, and then again, just for drivability, when I have to go places, air it up, and we're all set. But for right now, I'm very, very happy with that, and also very happy with that as well. But with that, gonna end today's video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.